Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Anyways, these are the news stories that I thought was sort of kind of interesting, so I guess we're just going to go ahead and start off this day right now. Anyways, the first story of the day is Spider-Man screening evacuated due to strong, flatulent odor. Now, I saw this, though this was a few days ago, but I thought this was kind of very funny, to be completely honest with you. Spider-Man, brand new day at a movie theater in Colombia. Of course, it had to be Colombia. I guarantee you this happened in America, but it's so common of occurrence that it didn't make headlines because, yeah. Now, they go on to speculate the possible causes of the mysterious odor. My bet is a stink bomb because I never, ever left a theater because of a strange smell. And you can quote me on that now. Anyways, they much left to talk about that. They a lot of meat on that bone. So let's just go ahead and go to the next story. Yes. Law experts say Bucky faces uphill battle for Beavers mini-mart suit. Now, supposedly Bucky's is suing the Beavers mini-mart, and up here you can see both of their trademark things or whatever, their signs and everything, and they do look very similar, I'm 100% gonna say, but this is actually something that I've been very curious about the last few years, because as AI generation becomes a thing, is there gonna be a bunch of stuff made in India, China, all over the place, and then trademarked in the United States? And then how similar is too similar? I could sit here and draw a character with my own two hands and then scan it into the computer and everything, but then some AI generated character made 4 years ago is remarkably similar to what I just put to paper 5 minutes ago. And I really do believe there needs to be clear lines of how similar is too similar. And this is really going to become a hot button topic in the future, in my opinion, especially as AI keeps getting out and everything. Now, Bucky's is okay. Some people really love it. I don't have no love for the Beaver, to be completely honest with you, but I know some people really love it. That might put me in hot water with some people. But I do believe there's plenty of differences in the science here to basically say, yeah, I don't think that, beavers are pretty common across the northern United States anyways. I believe we even got beavers where I am, and I'm in the South. So to say, oh, all beavers is Bucky's, I believe there's cultural and other stuff significance tied to beavers. So, yeah, Bucky's, you got one heck of a fight on your hands, but, I don't know, but it has people, talking across the country, supposedly. A law expert, for the News Center 7 says that Bucky's favor the news, blah, 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 blah. It's ridiculous and getting out of hand. Yeah, that's what I say. These large companies, they're trying to trademark the smallest little thing. I really hope there's good people working in the trademark office and everything, but I know for a fact they're probably, I wouldn't want to call incompetent, because I don't attribute to incompetence what could easily be explained from laziness and everything, but it's either a combination of both or it's a big one or the other anyways. But anyways, I don't want to be too negative today, so on to the next one. Alright, our next story is scientists are certain a wayward SpaceX rocket slammed into the moon as predicted. Now, I know of junk in orbit, but I had no idea we had space junk literally making contact with the moon. I had no idea. Now, In Cape Canaveral, Florida, a SpaceX rocket that launched as a pair of lunar landings slammed into the moon as predicted on Wednesday. After drifting off course for the past year, scientists have reported. Although no one observed the actual 5,400 mile per hour, or for you those non-Americans, 87 kph, which is I guess kilometers per hour, whatever, our numbers, you know. So they didn't actually see this happen, but they pretty sure it happened. The thing about it is all right, so right here, it is the latest instance of lunar problem that many fear could worsen as the U.S. and China race to put astronauts on the moon. In 2022, Chinese rocket unintentionally hit the moon following the lunar mission, and many more stray rocket pieces likely struck the moon in decades past without scientists' knowledge. So you can't really be too mad at SpaceX. I mean, you could be a little bit but not too mad, because it seems that they're not alone. And if this is the case, then there's probably going to be future like expeditions to the moon to like uncover like humanity's ancient like space past, like uncovering pieces of rockets and other stuff, just like we find like triremes and stuff like that from like ancient Greece or something, or like the ancient Romans, or what other or Ottomans, or what other like thing or whatever. We're probably going to be digging up pieces of rockets on the moon like a few 100 to 1,000 years from now. But then again, I'm an optimist, so who the heck knows, man? Honestly, who the heck knows? Anyways, I suppose on to the next story. And this kind of sort of ties into the last story. And that is Jeff Bezos and Leonardo DiCaprio, whatever the heck, accused of greenwashing with the launch of $200 million project to save endangered species. Now, I personally never really understood this, to be completely honest with you. If two very rich individuals want to do something good with their money, even if 90% of what they do is bad with their money, why the heck are you just gonna, like, let's focus on the bad stuff and not downplay the good stuff. You know, I always believe in positive reinforcement. You know, we got to train our rich. Let's let them get a large amount of press and good publicity every time they do something good, and every time there's a hint of something bad, we hammer them hard. That means that at least every time something bad comes out in the media, that maybe Jeff Bezos will put 100 or 200 mil into something good. I'm just saying. Like, yeah, I feel bad for the people standing on the line in the Amazon warehouse, but like, the Bengal tigers might be pushed out of extinction. Your suffering did not go to waste. I promise you. Please hang in there and don't burn the place down in the meantime, you know. But Jeff Bezos and Leonardo DiCaprio are facing immense scrutiny for their newly launched wildlife conservation initiative. The Amazon billionaire that is 62, which I'll be honest with you, he didn't look bad like 10 years ago, but after he got a divorce, I guess his wife was keeping Jeff Bezos healthy or something, but he just seems a little bit puffier, if you know what I mean. I just noticed those sort of things. Don't read too much into it, but yeah, he still looks good. But I think he's in the you know. Anyways, brings 100 to the world's most threat. Okay, so they're basically like putting $200 million into bringing 100 of the world's most threatened species back from the brink. Like, I'll be honest with you, there's some species I'm like, let's put a lot of money into save them because they got that desire to live, like the Bengal tiger. But like the panda, like, let's just be completely honest with ourselves. The panda's on a collision course with extinction. I don't think there's much saving the panda, if you know what I mean. But then again, that's just my personal thing and whatever. But I'll be honest with you, that list of endangered species needs to be more selective because I believe some species are more receptive to coming back from the brink than others, and I don't believe in losing fights, but that's just me personally. But then again, I'm glad to see somebody doing something good with money. And to be honest with you, I haven't heard a lot of bad stuff about Jeff Bezos and Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't follow actors. I just don't. I don't do it. It's too weird, I guess you could say. I don't know. But anyways, maybe they just control the press a little bit better nowadays. I don't know. Or maybe I just don't look into it. It just ain't in my feed. I don't know, to be honest with you. Anyways, I guess I'm going to go on to the next story. The next story is the salmonella outbreak linked to Chipotle's has spread to 27 states. Here's what food safety experts say. Now, I don't know what the heck is going on with this, but the thing that I always tell people is make sure to cook your food. I don't understand what is this fascination with eating stuff raw. I'm personally of the opinion, cook your daggum food. And if it's supposed to be consumed raw, like lettuce, for example, don't eat it. I'm not a rabbit. You know, like, if there's a 1 in a million chance, there's a lot of people running around. I might be that 1 millionth person to take a bite that day. Then again, I don't know. I cook my stuff, though. Everything I consume is cooked. Then again, that doesn't help you all the times. I don't know. But the recalled peppers have been linked to 345 illnesses and 35 hospitalizations, which it has to be pretty freaking bad to be hospitalizations. Then again, I wonder how many of those 36 hospitalizations are immune-compromised people. I don't really take the people who eat at Chipotle or... I don't know what this other place is. Whatever the heck, however the heck you pronounce that. To remove the ingredients from the affected restaurant. So supposedly they've already removed the ingredients. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. The list of affected places is Alabama, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Washington, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. So if you live in one of those places, look out. Maybe make sure your food's nice and cooked. I don't know. I'm just assuming they don't cook these because I don't see people eating cooked peppers a lot. Then again, I might be wrong. I'm not a pepper eater. But it's kind of strange to me that South Carolina is on the list, but North Carolina ain't on the list. That's downright strange to me because normally whenever I see South Carolina on the list, I see North Carolina. But anyways, maybe this has sort of kind of blown over. Personally, I'd wait a few days before getting peppers on anything from Chipotle or whatever the heck that other place is, but I don't know. But, you know, I say only eat stuff that is cooked. Anyways, on to the next story. And this is other food-related news, if I'm being completely honest with you. And that is... Catalog says it's removing artificial dyes from cereals by the end of the year. And I'm like, yay. But then again, who the heck knows if this is going to be a good or a bad thing? Like, a lot of artificial dyes and stuff are bad for you, but some natural dyes and stuff are bad for you too. So, like, to be honest with you, I'm not informed enough to tell you if this is even a good or a bad thing. I'm sure there's some experts out there that's like shaking his heads like the natural stuff is way worse for you and like it's literally made using like this and that ingredients. Just because it's natural doesn't mean it's healthy. Then again, there might be a lot of health experts out there cheering like, oh my gosh, this is gonna like make everything so much better. To be completely honest with you, do your own research. And to be honest with you, you probably shouldn't be eating Fruit Loops early in the morning. That's like a midnight snack, delicate delight sort of deal for me, to be honest with you. Like, it's too sugary early in the morning. That's going to literally have me on the couch by like 10 o'clock, and then I ain't going to be able to do anything. I do it like my ancestors did it. I chug down like 7 cups of coffee, pray to God, and then I just try to go until I pass out. And then sometimes I make it to 7 o'clock. Sometimes I make it to 8 o'clock. Sometimes I'm useless at like noon. But you know what? That's how my ancestors did it. So that's how I'm going to do it. Anyways, on to the last story of the day. All right. This is the last story of the day. And this is honestly something that I consider kind of sort of disturbing and everything, but I don't know what the best solution is. Now, this headline, all right, so the headline is, my son has cancer and Kalshi wants you to be able to bet on his medical future. Now, later on in the article, it basically states that Kalshi is basically saying the basic, what is it called? The results of like an FDA study or something. So you're not really betting on like if his son makes it or not. You're betting on whether or not the experimental cancer treatment works or not. Which in both cases, I'm like, to be honest with you, I'm not even informed enough to even make a bet on something like that. Not that I would. I'm saying this is a bad thing. But I don't know. To be completely honest with you, I don't know. This is bad. This to me is like us circling the drain a little bit, because like, I don't know, man. How do we come back from this, man? Like, we're literally like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, this is like the start of my day. So yeah. I hope everybody has a good day. I hope everybody reaches for the stars. I hope everybody's good. Anyways, I'm gonna go see about some stuff because I don't know. I'll see ya.